What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to some more Pauper. We're playing some more Core Pauper, um, Pure Pauper, whatever you want to call this. Gearing up for the tournament. I'm playing some more Mono Black Papercut. This is a deck I played Sunday night with Lotus. It's definitely got some game. I don't know how great the deck is or how competitive the deck is, but I definitely want to get more games in with it because I like it. Ill-Gotten Inheritance is kind of a pet card for me. What's up, boo? Big dog. Big dog's on the floor sleeping. But anyway, what's up? Yeah, we're playing some more of this. If you don't know what this deck is, I didn't really do a deck tech the last time I played this deck. Also, I don't have a deck list in the description yet. For some reason, Moxfield's not working for me. So I'm going to try it later and then update the deck list later. So sorry if you're wanting to look at the Moxfield deck list. For whatever reason, yeah, Moxfield's not working. Land-wise, we are in mono black, so we're only going to have black sources. We have 2 Baron Moors to draw if we start to flood out a little bit, 2 Bajuka Bogs to hit graveyards with, 3 Deserts as a pseudo removal piece. Deals 1 damage to target attacking creature, activate only at the end after end of combat step, which kind of sucks that it's only at the end of combat, but it is what it is. They changed the name to Core Pauper because Pure Pauper was being confused with Pure Modern, I guess. How? It's a different format. Here, let me do this to the title then. Title of the video. Core. There. But anyway, yeah, so the deserts, the only thing that sucks is they have to do damage first. So that's not the best. 12 swamps, 1 witch's cottage, and then we have 4 candy trails. I'm actually thinking, yeah, I think I'm gonna actually make a change here and remove 4 swamps and put in 4 Volta Whispers as just a backup target for Candy Grapple. You could argue about bringing in Deadly Dispute over Sign in Blood, but I think I like Sign in Blood here because with Sign in Blood, you can target your opponent and potentially get in the last bit of damage. So I prefer to keep Sign in Blood here. But anyway, let's talk about 4 Volta Whispers I'm going to add in and 1 Witch's Cottage, which is worth noting that Witch's Cottage enters in tapped unless you control 3 or more swamps, and its ability doesn't work unless you control 3 or more swamps. But we are not really recycling very many creatures, which could be an argument for replacing Volta Whispers back with swamps. I'm just going to see how often this comes up first, and we'll go from there. If Witch's Cottage is really entering in tapped way too much and we need to use it, then we can make changes as we go. But 20 lands, fairly simple. Let's talk about what the deck is doing, how we win the game, and things like that. This is a very slow deck. It is called Papercut for a reason, because you're going to slow bleed your opponent to death. I think you can call it whatever you want. This deck is so sweet. I love this deck. I've been a fan of it for a while. It's got a couple pet cards in this deck that I love. Yeah, you can call it whatever you want, but I got to get that. I got to get that click revenue. You know what I mean? I got to get those people clicking. But anyway, let's talk about what we got going on in this deck. How do we win? We're slow bleeding our opponent. The idea is we are going to use taxing cards so that we are gaining a bunch of life. Our opponent is incrementally losing a bit of life. We're always trying to stay a little bit ahead of them on life. So we can use cards like Invocar's Justice and Crypt Rats to close the game out. So in order to do that, we're using cards like Dogged Pursuit or Ill-Gotten Inheritance. Both of these are enchantments. There used to be like 7 or 8 copies of this effect across the board. They are basically the exact same card, except for a few little words, and then Ill-Gotten Inheritance has a special thing. So let's talk about these cards. We have 1 copy of Dog Pursuit. This is a 4-drop enchantment that at the beginning of your end step, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Ill-Gotten Inheritance is a 4-drop enchantment that at the beginning of your upkeep, it deals 1 damage to each opponent and you gain 1 life. Then it has tap 6, sacrifice it, deals 4 damage to target opponent and you gain 4 life. So a little bit different. Ill-Gotten Inheritance a little bit stronger. Dog Pursuit's good because you get it at the end of your turn. You don't have to wait till your next upkeep. But we're down to 5 copies of these to bring in more interactive pieces in a way. There is an argument for making some changes. The deck originally ran 7 copies of these effects total, and there's an argument for bringing that back in. I removed 2 copies of Pursuit for 2 copies of Gray Merchant to help close the game out and to help us gain a little bit more life when it comes in. Burn being as prevalent as it is and as crazy as it is, I feel like a Gray Merchant is going to be more impactful than a Dog Pursuit. Dog Pursuit gains you a lot of life over the turns. Gray Merchant might just save your life right when you play it. Also, it can ping your opponent for a lot of damage, kind of help sway that pendulum of you being ahead of them on life. You know what I mean? So these are the 2 main cards in the deck. And how do we win? Well, we're going to use cards like Crypt Rats. We're going to use cards like Invocar's Justice to basically like just kill shot him, and Gray Merchant. So Invocar's Justice is a 4-drop with buyback of 3, so 7 total. That it deals 2 damage to each creature and each player, so it acts as a board wipe. But on top of that, it goes back to your hand and deals 2 damage. Again, if you're on top of your opponent and you have more life than them, you can just keep recycling this till you win the game. Only need 1 copy though. Crypt Rats, you can just play a late game Crypt Rats. Not only is this card great for controlling the board, but you can just play a late game Crypt Rats and like X whatever, you know what I mean, to try to close the game out. Dog Pursuit, Ill-Gotten Inheritance are going to put the work in. You also have Gray Merchant of Asphodel, or how you say it. This is a 5-drop that when it enters the battlefield, each opponent loses X life, where your X is your devotion of black, and you gain life equal to the way it lost. Well, we have a nice little chunk of enchantments that is going to help persuade Gray to be a little bit better. But almost every time it comes in the battlefield, it's almost always an X4 or more. So that's pretty nice. There is an argument for playing other cards like the Witches, or like Oubliette, or whatever it's called, the enchantment that's basically Journey to Nowhere. There are definitely good arguments for playing those. I don't know if we're quite on that route yet, or where we're going to find room to put those cards in. So for right now, I'm kind of leaning toward this. We can test cards out as we go. We also have Trespasser's Curse. This is a 2-drop that whenever an enchant player plays a creature under their control, they lose 1 life and you gain 1 life. So basically, it just you know, any kind of play creature strategies, this card just does so much damage. It stacks, so if you get more than 1, it just does a ton of work. To help keep us above our opponent in terms of life total, we also have 4 Pristine Talismans. Every time you tap this, you gain 1 life. It's also worth noting that it can ramp us into Invocar's Justice. So, you know, we can ramp into that. But just gaining a life by tapping this every game is just really good. Then we have just some really good utility cards. We have 4 copies of Okiba, Reckoner Raid, and that flips into Nizumi, Road Captain. Each opponent loses 1 life, you gain 1 life. Does that 2 turns in a row, then it exiles, becomes a 2/2 Menace, which is just, this card has just always been super strong. We also have 4 copies of Candy Trail and 4 copies of Sign in Blood as like our cantrips. Candy Trail comes in the battlefield, you get to scry 2. But it has the additional effect of tapping 2 and sacrificing it to gain 3 life and draw a card, which is just really strong. We also have Sign in Blood, which is target player draws 2 cards and you lose 2 life. So we can try to find answers if need be, or we can make them draw 2 and lose 2 life to close the game out as well. I've casted Sign in Blood several times in the past to finish games with. And then the rest of our deck is just control. We're just going to control the board with cards like Geth's Verdict. Each player sacrifices a creature, they lose 1 life. Candy Grapple, target creature gets -3/-3 to end a turn, which kills most of the format. But if you need to bargain it, give it -5/-5 instead. We can sack Candy Trail. Don't really want to sack a Pristine Talisman, but we can if we want to. But we also have plenty of other enchantments that we can decide if it's more impactful. We also have 2 Debt to Kami. This is target player exiles a creature they control, target opponent exiles target enchantment they control. Now I'm actually thinking about cutting 1 or 2 Geth's Verdicts for maybe like a Fumes or an Unmake main deck, but I haven't decided yet, and just throwing the Geth's Verdict. You know, I think I'm going to. I think I talked myself into it. I'm going to cut 2 Geth's Verdicts for 2 Unmakes. The reason why I'm keeping Debt to Kami over Geth's Verdicts is that target opponent exiles an enchantment they control part. It can just be really solid. So let's give it a shot. See how it goes today. So what's up? How's everybody doing today? Looks good. Hope it goes. Thank you, Torvis. It went pretty well when I was testing with Lotus. It felt pretty good. You know, it's definitely, it's not going to be a tier deck. I don't know if it's better than just Mono Black Devotion, you know, but it's cuter. You know what I mean? Also, I got a legitimate question for you guys that I would love feedback on. So, I want to get back into streaming some non-Magic video games, right? I call it boring. Pauper Troll Lotus. You think it's boring, David? I love this deck. But yeah, I do got a. Is this still on? Is this on Buddies Only? I thought I turned Buddies Only off. Brews are always more fun, true. But I want to get your guys' opinion on this. I do want to get back into streaming some more non-Magic games. Maybe doing like 1 or 2 days a week doing that. And my question is YouTube, the way YouTube is, if I stream on YouTube non-Magic stuff and you guys don't watch it, it punishes my Magic stuff in the algorithm. Which is, it is what it is. Like, at the end of the day, I got to do what I want to do. But my question is do you think, one, it would be better to like stream it on Twitch and then upload a VOD onto the channel? Or would it be better just to stream it here and then, this hand I'm not too sure about. I mean, if we can get, I'm going to keep it if we can get some good draws. We can lead on Volta Whispers and then go Baron more. So yeah, I'm just curious to like, I guess the question is like how do we how do you feel about if I would stream, basically, should I stream, if I stream other games, should I stream them here or should I stream them on Twitch? I guess that's basically the question, right? Another land, I mean, another non-land is not very exciting, especially when they play Delver. Delver is in the format, by the way. At least it should be, right? I don't have the format stuff with me, so I'll have to look that up later. Yeah, I think Delver is going to be in the Pure Pauper format. I thought if I play against non-Pure Pauper and it does pretty well, then that should be a good... It is? I figured it would be. And that should be a pretty good idea of like how the deck runs anyway. Yep. Another Reckoner raid is not super exciting. So while I tap down, I think I'm just going to Sign in Blood, try to find a third land. Third land indeed. Unfortunately, comes in tapped. Twitch makes more of your money and makes less revenue in the first place. Twitch takes more of your money and makes less revenue in the first place. However, if you have a good Twitch presence, then use it. I do not have a good Twitch presence. What's up, Lucas? How's it going? I would probably keep them separated entirely and leave it on Twitch. The thing is, if someone watching likes, let's say, Pokemon, you attract your audience, get subs. Yeah, I don't know. It's really hard to decide. That's like my thing is like I don't have the audience on... I might just unmake this Insectile Apparition. It's going to do this while they're tapped down. Sucks we didn't get a fourth land, though. However, when you upload your Magic videos, Pokemon audience will not watch it and will send bad signals to the algorithm. I know, that's what I kind of hate about like YouTube's algorithm. Is this like, kind of like, if you're doing gaming content, it's a little bit counterintuitive. I don't know. It would say, hey, your core audience is not watching the video, therefore it's not of their interest. I know. But then it boils down to like, how do you do that? You know what I mean? Because this channel, in particular, has just done all kinds of stuff, right? I'd imagine they have Counterspell here. So I wonder if I could Sign in Blood. I think I'm just going to pass. The other option is another channel. Yeah, I don't see that's... Okay, so let's have this conversation. Because that's what I'm not a fan of. I'm not a fan of the idea of having like a ton of different channels. I have 2 right now. You know what I mean? This channel has always been like just gaming channel with like a more recent preference to Magic, because Magic is my favorite game. But if you go through my history of this channel, there's a lot of other video games on this channel. So, I don't know. We can talk about it deeper offline. Yeah, we'll have to, David. Shoot me a text, my friendo. I'm going to attempt to make them sack this thing. Unfortunately, we don't outrace this very well. Cryptic Serpent is not in the format, though. I mean, if you got... Okay, cool. I was like, if you got the card, you got the card. Like, top deck, what's his face would be kind of sick. Try to get this down. Gonna drop in a second. Very special day. Good luck with the paper cut. Why is it such a special day, Lotus? Hopefully it's great. Thank you for the good luck. So yeah, that's where I'm kind of at with it, because it would be nice to play through some other game stuff. Daughter in Labor. Oh, congratulations, buddy. Congratulations. Send anybody who's a member, send some hype emotes for Lotus. His name is Kendrick Fire Mage Lotus. Yeah, send some emotes, some hype emotes. I know you're talking about playtests in this pure limited format for a lot, but Mono Black Devotion list just did well in a challenge this week. Oh, did it? That's awesome. Grandpa Lotus. Grandpa. And Hard Evidence. Now they're down to one card, and it had to be Terror. Of fucking course it did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, shit. Well, shit. What are the chances Crip Rats lives to the next turn? Probably not very high. Come on, don't kill this Crip Rats. I gotta clean your board up. Ain't too old to whoop some ass. Settle down. Come on, Crippy. Let this Crip Rats live. Hey, teacher, leave my Crip Rats alone. Quit cantripping for the Crip Rats removal. Stop it. But yeah, so when it comes to like the streaming different games and stuff, I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. My thing is with Twitch is it's better it's better like VOD quality. Did you seriously get something to remove Crip Rats? Oh, Battle Rage? Am I dead now? Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Alright. Yeah, Dead to Kami comes in. Guess Verdicts comes in. Guess we have Spellbomb too. Although I'm not like crazy about Spellbomb in this matchup, honestly. Candy Grapple's fine. Trespasser's Curse is not that exciting. I mean, obviously it's good, but it's not that exciting. Crip Rats is okay at best. I think Reckoner Raid's not really that super duper exciting. I guess Gray's not very good, right? How do we win without Gray though? No, leave Candy Trail in. Alright. Yep, I'll keep this. I don't feel like we were super duper out of that game though. Kind of fine with all these cards. Yeah, I don't feel like we were like super duper out of that game. What would you be streaming? So I got, hold on. Alright, yield. What's up, Darius? How's it going, buddy? I got a list of games. It's in the description to a Google Doc that is all the games like I have on backlog that I want to play or replay. So I'd just be going through that list pretty much. I know in late October, the new Super Mario Bros. Wonder that comes out, I'm 100% getting that like day one and playing it because I'm a huge Mario fan. So it'd be stuff like just random stuff, really. So yeah, I'm trying to decide. Plus, I also want to play through some movie licensed games because I have a series on my other channel that is called Screen to Console. It's where we compare the movie to the licensed video game tie-in. So I'll have that too. I hate the fact we're probably going to have to play this Bajuka Bog next turn. They only have one land, so like that's cool. I want to Sign and Blood me. Yeah, it kind of sucks, but we'll have the Nile Spellbomb at least. Really need to find another land. Is this Lorien revealed? Okay, for computer game content, you can get better retention from Twitch. Okay, so the thing with Twitch, I like Twitch better as a streaming platform. I do. It also doesn't hurt you as much algorithmically as YouTube does when it comes to that. But at the same time, damn, I wish that was another land. I'm probably going to crack one of these Candy Trails. I really want to leave these Candy Trails, though, for Candy Grapple. So I might just hold off. Got to play that OG DSi Ratatouille. Because I like the VOD quality on Twitch is a lot better than YouTube. Like, if you watch just the live stream that's just here on YouTube, the quality is decent. But, like, if I want to download it and use it for any kind of, like, editing or edit it or anything like that, the quality is really bad. I guess I could pop this now, Spellbomb. Ratatouille. That puts him at 5 already. Plus, I wouldn't mind just drawing a card. I know this is aggressive, but at the same time, like, it's really hard to, like, I think it's really hard without just flat out Relic keeping them off of lands. Plus, now we got a land of our own, so I'd rather do this. Hope they don't Spell Pierce it. You fucker. They always have it. So we have Daddy Deluxe and Granddad Lotus. Do you think Pauper has an age demographic? Apparently. Hell, I'm almost 30. I finally splurged to buy some Knight's Whisper for my Mono Black Ponza. Nice. I was able to find them for like 50 cents a piece at Star City. Are you talking about online? Because I know they're more expensive online, but I was able to like find them for 50 cents on at Star City Con. I guarantee this is a counterspell for this. Nice Mimer $2 pop. That's not too bad. Okay, cool. So they either have counterspell in hand, or they have something else. Thought Scour. See, that's what I'm saying. Like it's pointless. I almost think it's better to fight the creatures than it is to fight the graveyard with terror. Personally, it's my personal opinion. All right, now play your double terror. I'll probably candy grapple one of the crab tokens, so I can just be more mana efficient. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 mana, so we can candy grapple and then Geth Verdict to them. And this Crypt Rats probably doesn't live. I'm gonna do this so it's less mana efficient. I mean, more mana efficient. The next turn we can double spell them. You get rid of hopefully this other terror. Definitely helped that they were like 2 cards behind Cryptic Serpent too. Yep, it's definitely annoying. Tolarian Terror is definitely annoying. I was like, did you seriously just top deck another one? We're gonna gain 3 here and draw an extra card. Like no way this Crypt Rat lives, right? Was not expecting Battle Rage last game though. I will say that was a bit of a surprise to see. I mean, if they just have one counter spell, we're kind of fucked, right? Yep, they had it. Called that shit. The problem is they probably have a way to interact with this, and we need to top deck a untapped black source for Crypt Rats to hit. I gotta play it. If they flip this Delver, we're just dead on the Delver flip. If they don't flip it, and they don't kill this Crypt Rats, different story. But I can't imagine they don't have like a lightning bolt for it. Don't flip that Delver. God damn it. And they flipped a lightning bolt on top of it. You bitch. Yeah, Battle Rage too. That was a fucking obnoxious matchup. Anyway, that's what you do when you play Terror though, right? Get annoyed. Yeah, so like I really want to get through Cyberpunk. I might just say fuck it and just stream here and then, you know what I mean? Might just stream here and just run it and see what happens. I don't know. I could just try on Twitch too. I don't know. Don't know. I can't stream on both because it goes against Twitch TOS with affiliate. I can't do both. But we shall see. I'll decide later. You know. But yeah. So that matchup, I didn't feel horrendous about that matchup because several cards are not going to be in that format. Let me go find the Scryfall list real quick. How much of that matchup was Dirty Pauper? You know what I mean? Just Serpent, I think. I don't think. What about Spell Pierce or Counterspell? Counterspell is not. Be nice if I could Spell Pierce, right? I'll keep this. Pyrus. Spell Pierce isn't either. So they lose Serpent and what's happening here? Am I just not typing? Am I just not doing the typing right? Counterspell is legal as Pierce. It's not popping up for me. Yes, tell me no cards found. Ugh, we're against fucking glitters. Counterspells is... What's happening then? What am I doing wrong here? Candy Trail? The other thing that's gonna be nice about this is Debt to Kami. I want both of these. I'm gonna try to get the link again. Let me wait for this to pop up. Sorry, opponent. I hit auto yield. Where's that link at? Yeah, right here. Okay, now it's working. Never mind. I'm a dunce. Blue Part of Terror only loses Serpent, I think. It's annoying. You know what's even more annoying? This fucking bullshit. And Lauren revealed. Yeah. Black Park gets wrecked, losing cast down. True. I think we can fight it. I think we can fight Terror. I don't feel like we were blown out of that game necessarily. I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts? Was that a losing game? All right, Lorian revealed. Forgot land cyclers. Yeah. I'm gonna set stop here because I don't want to get damage. I'm gonna play Trespasser's Curse, but I can't. I don't know. You guys watched that last matchup. What were your guys' thoughts on how that went? Ninja. I mean, we top deck a Crypt Rats. That's gonna be insane, right? What rings cards that bad for the format? I get the easy. Way to ban the rest is to include that set. Yeah, kinda. I don't know if I'd say it's that bad. I don't mind the cycle cards. I'd say some of the other downshifts are more the problem. Like, we have good cards, but like, you know what I mean? We gotta hold up this debt to Kami. The problem is we need to top deck both a land and a Crypt Rats. That's the problem. Cast in Fire, and what else really sees play? The Cyclers. The cycle cards are huge. Like, those are huge for the... Another fucking ninja? Alright, I'm just gonna scoop to that. Yeah, Crypt Rats, Fumes, Debt to Kami. I'm gonna cut out probably both Geth Verdicts here. I knew the Cyclers. I mean, what else besides them? And Cast? I don't think Cast in a Fire is worth banning, though. What else did we cut here? That match was just a situation like we just couldn't get off the ground because they had the Nutsoid hand, which is super unfortunate. Gray's a big butt. Let's cut one Sign in Blood. I'm gonna cut one Trespasser's Curse just because like it's too slow. This matchup sucks without Hadir or Drown. We have cards like Crypt Rats and stuff, right? Not the best, but not horrendous either. I'm gonna keep this in bottom Baron more. I'm gonna just hope they don't have the Nutsoid hand. But they probably do, right? Thankfully, this deck won't exist. I don't think, right? I mean, one side sweeper and their creatures outside of Forcer is huge. Yeah, I know. Well, they didn't have the Nutsoid hand, so this Trespasser's Curse hopefully gonna do some work here. Not just glitters. A version of Affinity will, not just not glitters. Yeah, well, the glitters is the problem card, right? In my opinion. And they also don't have the bridge lands, so we gotta find removal pieces. Maybe I should have bought an ill-gotten inheritance. We gotta find removal pieces, like candy grapples and stuff. No, it's not a good idea to attack with Road Captain. Like, man, if we can rip Crypt Rats or something, Crypt Rats would be so good in this matchup. The Ninja 2-drop? Is it a 1? Really? Come on, Crypt Rats. Okay, Desert's cool. The problem is if they just decide to top deck all that glitters, you know what I mean? That's what I hate about this deck, is you're literally just trying to avoid dying from one card. Journey to Nowhere is annoying, for sure. It's not the most annoying thing, but it's very annoying. Or multiple enforcers. Yeah, or just just a turn where they dump like 4 enforcers one turn. That is also a thing. I pitched a Metallic Rebuke. That's interesting. Pop this Candy Trail. Witch's Cottage is a pretty bad draw. The Candy Trail's not that bad, though. There's Grapple. So, don't really mind doing this now. They might have a couple of rebukes. There's Mirror Enforcer, sure. Such bullshit. Just dumping them in like that. They're not far from me dead, though. Dead to Kami. That's interesting. We have so much life. I'm just going to take this full sale. They can gain 3 life off a Ginger Brute. Just fine. Another Candy Grapple. It's kind of good. Crack the Clue. Dead the Journey to Pressure. I could. Do I want to? I don't know. I might. Gerson, that's not a bad idea, buddy. It's not a bad idea. No glitters this turn. And then we kill them in response to Ill-Gotten Inheritance. Like, they're cracking the Ginger Root with Ill-Gotten Inheritance. Gosh, this is beautiful. Trying to. We really gotta, like... We gotta avoid the Nutsoid hand, right? That's the problem here. Huh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn off auto-yodes. Stupid. I'm fine with this. They can gain the 4 off of that one. I don't want to tap out and then play all that glitters. Bargain away that one. They realized I didn't bargain for it. Damn it. I was hoping to get them that way. So now you just lose the game. Because now you're tapped out. Deck is beautiful. This game is yours. Yeah, this one is. I don't know if we're going to get game 2. I mean, game 3, though. What do they need? 2 mana? I'm going to go with a Crypt Rats win here. Maybe they didn't read that's the way this card works. There's a argument for contaminated ground, honestly, to attack their lands with. There is an argument for it, for sure. So I'm pretty sure it removes the artifact part of it. It's just whether or not if we want to get rid of Trespasser's Curse. Trespasser's Curse did a lot of work there. I just feel like it's going to be too slow, you know what I mean? And I'm just going to run it back. Just going to run it back. Hope they don't have the Nutsoid hand. Not sure why they would counter the removal spell on the ginger root. I think because they thought, I don't know. I'll be honest with you, I'm not sure. I think this hand's worth mulliganing, even though we have Sign in Blood in this matchup. I think it's got to go. I'm not in love with this hand either, though. But we do have the Crypt Rat, so keep this, bottom U. And then we have to leave with Bojuka Bog, which sucks. I'm just hoping they don't have a spit your entire hand out hand. Alright, let's hope they don't have a turn 2 spit out your entire hand. So I would like to just play Trespasser's Curse this turn. Just play Baron more. Probably just Candy Trail too. Set up our draws a little bit. Yeah, we're going to have to be willing to take a few shots, I think. We need to set up this Crypt Rats more than anything, really. Obviously, all that glitters on this Frogmite's going to be annoying, though. Which might be worth just playing Baron more. Unless we get a Swamp. I might just play Swamp, though. Okay, we get Volt Whispers instead. So, we could Volt Whispers, Candy Trail, hold up Candy Grapple. I kind of like that play. I want to set up some draws. Find land or removal of some kind, you know. Fumes? Fumes is not super bad. I think we'll bottom it. Because we have the Crypt Rats in hand. Put you on top and pass. Hold up Candy Grapple. We'll probably have Metallic Rebuke, though, in hand. I'd be really surprised if they didn't. Not sure what our opponent's doing here. I feel like this deck's halfway decent. I don't know if maybe if just mono black control would be better, but I don't think it's bad. I might look at like a mono black control build after this and see what we can get. Candy Grapple and Candy Trail have both been super impressive, though. I gotta say, both of them have been very impressive. I'm not sure what our opponent's doing. I do have a Pure. Did I have it labeled under Pure? I don't think I did. Did I label as Core, maybe? I wonder where that went. Somewhere down here, maybe. Why Candy Grapple over Cast Dome? Because it's not legal in the format. Welp, do you have the Metallic Rebuke? Yep. I'll just scoop to that. Yeah. I'm not playing against decks that are in the same like thing that I'm doing, but it's a little bit hard to be like, hey, play this. You know what I mean? So I figured if I can at least compete a little bit, you know. Not bad. I'll keep this. I mean, we're 0-2 today, but we also played against two of the top decks in the format that aren't really going to be a thing when we play. So, we playing against fucking Terror again. Might not be Terror, though. Trust me, if it wasn't for that canned out. I don't know, Candy Grapple's pretty good. I'd still probably have Cast Down instead of Unmake, though. That'd probably be the difference. And I'd have Chainers over Geth's Verdict more than likely. More than likely, but not completely likely. You know what I mean? I'm fine if this gets counterspelled. I imagine it will not. Okay. Yeah. Is it Terror again? So boring. Such a boring deck to play against. Sure. But yeah, so definitely some changes you can make for it to be like regular Pauper, you know? I'm tempted to actually just play Sign in Blood here and see what they do. If they counter that. They might counter that. Okay. I'm not going to try the Talisman this turn. Sure. I don't know why you waited till after combat, but whatever. This might be like Serpent or something. Not sure what this is. We're 0-2 and we played against two filthy decks. It's not Pure. And I still feel like we kind of held our own like halfway decently. Shouldn't have Cast Down. I'm going to miss a 1 point of life off of that. It's not that big of a deal, but it might be. Let them read that one. I would be surprised if that doesn't get countered. Lose Focus. Lame. Lose Focus is such a bullshit card. I go to Ash Barons again. It's gotta be Curve, right? Every card that disrupts /is playing is bullshit over power card. Exactly. That's all I'm saying here. This horse shit. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. It's complete bullshit. Our Bolus is kind of annoying. Well, Loose Focus isn't in the format, so I know, right? Like those Infect decks, the Resolve one is probably the best chance. Or the Esper one. I do like the Infect decks. So annoying. I really just hate playing these kind of decks. I hate playing against this shit. It's so boring. So boring. Why do you choose to be such a boring Magic player? Counterspell. So you're boring. You're so fucking boring. Slash, you okay if I send a deck list on Discord? I've been having fun, success with it in paper. I'm willing for you to play it if you like it. Yeah, sure. You don't gotta ask. Just do it. Yeah, they're totally a Terror deck. I'm so bored by it. You're boring me, opponent. Cool, I'll check it out later, buddy. Just do it. Do you know what Affinity might look like? I think it would go back a little bit more to the... I don't know, to be honest with you. Lotus would have probably a better answer than me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Play this again. That you said today, so just do it. Yes. Right? Oh, you're one of those fucking decks. Oh, Trespasser's Curse is interesting with this. Lack of bridges are a problem, but can still get there. I think it's worth just go ahead and cracking this. I don't care if I tap down. Do you need to be logged into Discord to receive message, apparently? What? I'm logged in. I'm confused, Torvis. It's like a Tree of Tails version, the green aggro creature. Top deck Sign and Blood, right? Oops, hold on. They brainstormed there. Because every list pre-bans a Tog Disciple is pretty much with those cards without bridges. Yeah, I think the bridges will add a little bit like of unstability to them. I want both of these cards. Be nice if they just tapped out for curve. The other thing that's annoying is that I get a quick study. Is that it still works for exile. So even if we Bajuka Bog them this turn, it still works for exile. But I don't know what other shenanigans they got, so okay, well that was apparently enough for them to scoop to, so don't know exactly what they have. I like Duress though. They got mad and left me. You play your bullshit and you're gonna get mad and leave me? Sure. I mean, I guess they could have other things going on. I shouldn't just assume. Taurus, I got the message. I don't know why it says pending. That's weird. I guess because I gotta add you as a friend? Alright, Torvis, now try to send me something? That's weird. I figured with us already messaging each other before. We'll see if Moxfield works, though. It wasn't working. Okay, it did pull up. I'll keep this. The double Barrymore kind of sucks. We're against Gates. This is a deck we will never have to play against. Just as a heads up. Alright. We're not going to get to Reckoner Raid turn 1. I think it's more important we get Trespasser's Curse down. So this is what we got going on. IED Pauper. Modern Age coming down. Let me look at that. Either in between matches or after this match. Torvis. So the Affinity match was mildly close, I should say. And then the Izzet Terror deck, I didn't feel like I was... What? That's interesting. Okay. I didn't feel like we were completely out of that match. I didn't feel like it was like completely like one-sided, you know what I mean? We didn't get there, but I also feel like we had the tools where we could fight it a little bit. And we're also still tweaking the deck, so maybe we got to find answers. I do feel like that Affinity matchup, I mean, Glitters is gone, and I feel, honestly, like, I feel like if they don't have Glitters, we actually have, like, a fair shot, if that makes any sense. So what are you going to be? Squadron Hockey? Sure. Just going to hold up both Detakami and Candy Grapple here. Detakami is kind of cool because it eats the Modern Age. If they went and got all 3 Squadron Hawks, sure. Make sure we play a land that turn because Barrymore was highlighted. Another Basilisk Gate's annoying. They're going to brainstorm. I wonder if they're going to pump here, though. Our problem is we're about to lose our pump. I mean, our kill spell. So, like, we need top deck Crip Rats or something. Like, we really need a Crip Rats down. I think they're debating on what they want to try to do here. I think if I were them, depending on what's in their hand, I might just attack and play another Squadron Hawk. They could have a Spell Pierce. Don't know. Sure, I'll take the 1. We'll say them having Blighted Agents kind of terrifying. Is this Sacred Cat? No. Okay, Squadron Hawk number 2. Sure, I can just fire off this Detakami then. Contaminated Grounds are definitely coming in. Let's get rid of their Vector Glider here. And then we can just play Reckoner Raid, hold up Candy Grapple this turn. Could Sign and Blood hold up Candy Grapple, I guess. I think I'd rather just Reckoner Raid. Do I want to play this Baron more? I guess we could Sign and Blood dig. You know what? I kind of like Sign and Blood here. I'm going to dig. Dog Pursuit. Okay. We definitely got cards to come in. And we definitely have cards to go out. If they just go to pump, I'm going to assume they're going to hold up a Spell Pierce. Nope. Okay, I'm fine with this. Just get in for 2. They just might dump the other Squadron Hawks. Feels like not a great choice to do. Preordain. See what they do with their Preordain here. Both to top. That is not good. Another Modern Age. Yikes. I like seeing that. Peace Strands? Okay, I don't care that much about Peace Strands. I think I might just sign in blood again. Guess verdict and unmake. Man, I want that Crip Rats. Do you think they have counterspell card? Do you think the black count? Yeah, I think the dash soaps. I'm not a fan of dash soaps. I don't like the idea of giving your opponent a choice. It's nice when it hits 5, but I think for the most part it's not very good. It could just be a removal spell, which I think is more impactful. They're gonna pitch Journey to Nowhere. I guess Peace Trance stops Crip Rats though, don't it? Sure. I'm gonna Geth's verdict them. They have double blue up, so I'm assuming they're holding up counterspell. I'd be surprised they don't have it. Okay, never mind. Obviously, Peace Trance is a good target for that spell. True. I don't know about this spot we're in. Bottom you, top you, play you, and pass. I guess we gotta hold up Unmake and Candy Grapple. So our problem is they can activate Basilisk Gate twice. This game's about over, especially because of the Peace Strands in the graveyard. This feels like a matchup we need post sideboard big time with. And if they got it, they got it. That's just the life we're in right now. Alright, I'm just gonna scoop to that. True black counterspell would be like BB, counter target, non-spell, pay 2 life. Yeah, something like that would be nice. Yeah, Contaminated Ground comes in. Suffocating Fumes comes in. Debt to Kami. Crip Rats. I think we can just trim out Geth's verdict. I don't like as much here. Unmake's fine. Debt to Kami to deal with the enchantments. Crip Rats is not like super duper exciting though. Gray I'm gonna cut. Let's cut. I don't know, a lot of this deck I like. I'm only gonna keep 2, I don't know, Peace Strands. They might, do you think they cut Peace Strands? Guess might be fine if they are on Guild Pack. True. I guarantee they have 1 or 2 copies of Guild Pack. But we also have the Debt to Kami, right? I'm gonna cut 2 Sign and Bloods and 1 Candy Trail. This is not a matchup we'll see in the tournament if we play this because all of their land base is banned. Yikes. This hand. I mean, we do have the Crip Rats. I'm gonna keep. I'm not in love with this though. I'm gonna lead with this. I don't like that draw. I would like an untap black source to get down this Pristine Palisman. Would be really nice. Squadron Hawk, sure. But I got 1 Hawk. Come on, you don't want more Hawks to... Oh, that's a good draw. Well, I gotta get this down. We need the mana, so... Kind of pointless, but also... There's an argument for hitting Citadel Gate to take them off of colored sources, but you gotta take them off their threat engine, right? Threat Engine's a cool band name, right? We are Threat Engine. We play rock and roll. Get in with the burb. I like it. Plays the Modern Age, sure. Pitches Sacred Cat, sure. Man, I really want to get this Pristine Talisman down, but we gotta curse them. They need a curse on them. We just need to avoid Prismatic Strands, really. Obviously, Fumes would be better, right? Fumes would be pretty good for us. I imagine they just empty out like Hawk and then flip Sacred Cat, I'd imagine, is what they're going to do here. Should they do that, I will untap 1 black source, just Crip Rats their board. Do it. Do it. Damn. I mean, we need to untap black source, but cool. Debt to Kami's cool, though. I mean, obviously they're showing Spell Pierce, right? I'm fine with this. Okay, Brainstorm in response, sure. Trespasser's Curse is apparently pretty good against them. But I think Contaminated Ground's the more impressive card here. This would be a completely different match if they could play Sacred Cat and start punching in with lifelink, huge lifelink. There's that Sacred Cat we were talking about earlier. Curious. They have 7 cards in hand. We can pay for Spell Pierce, so we can't stop a counter spell, but it is what it is. Card's annoying. Okay. Yo, that was really strange. Huh. Why wouldn't you give it to the Modern Age? Because then Modern Age survives Candy Grapple, and then you still lose the cat, but then I also still just lose the Road Captain? I don't understand that. Yikes. Blighted Agent's gross. What are the chances they have Counterspell? Like 1,000%? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. Alright, let's hope they don't have 2 Counterspells. I guess they could have Prismatic Strands, though. We need top deck. I don't know. I don't think we top deck anything, and it matters. I think we're going to die to this Blighted Agent. They bottom both cards. Squadron Hawk? We need them to tap in a way that they don't have counter magic up. Pitch a Squadron Hawk, and they have the Basilisk Gate. Sounds like a pipe dream. Exactly. Now, I'm curious if they'll tap down for this Blighted Agent. That would be awesome. They did play a land this turn. Spell Pierce doesn't stop Crypt Rats. I think I'm just going to do it now. Hey, we got there. Okay. Bleh. I think we just leave it, honestly. It's not a matchup like I'm like amazed or like I'm super excited about, you know what I mean? Just trying to think. Yeah, I think I like just the way it is. Well, now they know about Crypt Rats, so the Peace Strands, I imagine they probably sided them out. It's probably coming back in. So we'll see. Pleasure watching thread. Thanks for streaming. I have to go to work just for the question you. What do you mean? You got a question for me? If not, have a good day at work, Gerson. I appreciate you stopping in. I'll keep this hand. I like that desert. Just for a question you did a while ago, for me, it's easier to watch you on YouTube. I appreciate it. I know YouTube's easier because it's like readily available on more stuff than Twitch is. Like Twitch isn't on Roku and stuff. And that actually like kind of matters, you know? My guess is Spell Pierce they're holding up. Yep, called it. The card does a lot of work though. Maybe I should have played around that. Love to get a Contaminated Grounds here, just so we can hit that Basilisk Gate whenever it's played. Yeah, congrats, Lotus. Big congrats in the chat. Sure. Seems like a weird card. Like, I have, like, no creatures, so it seems like a weird card to play against me. Might make the difference. I make all the difference. Again, I wish Desert was just tap and it deals 1 damage to target creature, but they'd be OP. Sure. Does Crypt Rats work on it? I know it has protection, but like typically direct damage or blocking damage. Okay. So in theory, Crypt Rats can kill it. In theory. Don't think Rats do. We'll find out. Ah, you bitch. I should have faked the Crypt Rats instead. Should have faked him like the other person did to me that one time. That sucks. I bet it does. Because it's protection's like when you direct, right? Pestilence AoE as well. I just read a thing where it says Pestilence would hit it. Guardian of the Guild Pack. Pestilence is damage that doesn't target, so a creature with protection relevant against it doesn't get any benefit from the hexproof aspect of protection. So in theory, it would kill it. From what I just read. Our opponent's down to 3 cards, though. The entire archetype built around that combo. I know. I'm just telling you what I'm reading. Because typically protection, like, if you have a board wiper, still kills cards with protection. That's what I'm getting at. Also worth noting that if we get 1 more desert, we can kill Guardian that way. Not the damage-based ones. I bet it still does. Right for his all damage, doesn't care about direct damage or anything like that. Your friend was maybe you're right. Protection for Pyroclasm, but not Wrath of God. Oh, but we're just gonna have to do it one time. We're just gonna have to do it one time and see what happens. The negative effect. Judge, is there a judge around? No, I'm like not really disagreeing with you, Tom, but also like I feel, damn it, we needed to gain a life from that Pristine Talisman. Hey, that's a good card. Kinda. I mean, he gets rid of Prismatic Strands. Wonder if they'll tap strands in response. Yep. Squadron Hawks, sure. They're gonna start dumping Hawks here. Damn it. That's interesting. Punished. I mean, obviously they could have something good here too. That's pretty good. Another Debt to Kami would be cool. So I would not mind getting back either one of those, but Contaminated Grounds would be really good here off of this Candy Trail. Ill-Gotten and Barrenmore. If they have Counterspell, they have Counterspell. There's not a lot I can do about that. Take 5 from the Squadron, 6 from the Squadron Hawk. Oh, that's not a gate. Okay, never mind. Still, we have a ton of removal. We just gotta find it. Crypt Rats, Fumes. We bottomed you! Bottomed your bitch ass. Sure. Kinda can't do anything with it. I don't know if I like doing that with this Squadron Hawk. I think we're going to lose this just by bad draws. Yeah, maybe I should play that Ill-Gotten Inheritance around Counterspell. Hindsight, right? Okay. You wisened up a little bit to it. Like, I don't know why you keep attacking with the other Squadron Hawk. You got the Counterspell? Nope. Nice. Kick. So I don't imagine you attack into the double deserts here. Gotta find a win con though. That's the problem. We haven't found a win con. I'm a little surprised they kept the Journey to Nowheres in the deck. I'm a little surprised by that. It's gonna play it. They have a counterspell. It's not a bad target to get counterspelled with. It's a win con, but we have other cards. I'd rather counter eat this card than I would some other cards. You know what I mean? That's where I'm looking at this. Okay. It's like we still gotta fade this Basilisk Gate, you know. Tack into the deserts. Do it. Dead to Kami is interesting. That's for sure. See if they have a counterspell for this one. They typically only run counterspell and Spell Pierce, and we have all the mana for Spell Pierce in the world. Both of these are good for us. Okay, we get Reckoner Raid back. Sure. There we go. This is a long game, my friends. Our opponent has all the cards in the world. I'm going to try to unmake this cat here. That other Journey to Nowhere. Do you have the third counterspell? Another unmake. Okay, we need our Justicar to close the game out, really. Okay, Trespasser's Curse stuck this time. Good news for us. There's the Modern Age. They dump P-Strands, sure. Another Modern Age. Oh no, they have another Basilisk Gate. Turn off auto yields. Unmake. Okay. What sucks is this Basilisk Gate. I don't know if they can race us though. Preordain. Us not finding win cons has been problematic. 2 P-Strands in the graveyard. 1 top, 1 bottom for our opponent. Guardian of the Guild pack, sure. Oh, I didn't hit Candy Grapple's interesting. So is Fumes. We did miss 2 life though to gain. Oh, that's dumb. That was not smart. They scoop it. We beat CawGates. Woo! I like CawGates. That is like a control deck that I don't just feel miserable playing against, and I feel like I might be in a minority. We beat CawGates. Woo! Okay, let's talk about the deck. So we went 2-2, I guess, is what was our matches overall. I don't think I would have beat David Royale playing CawGates there, but yeah, so today we went 2-2, kind of. Sabretooth got mad and left, but it didn't feel like an unwinnable matchup. We went 0-2 against Terror. Again, we were playing Filthy Terror, not Pure Terror, which I still feel like we have some game against. You know what I mean? I don't feel like it's a horrendous matchup. We went 1-2 against Glitters. Again, didn't feel horrendous. Game 1, they had the Nutsoid. Game 2 and 3 were pretty good games. Game 3, I scooped early to all that Glitters. I didn't have to scoop that early. You know what I mean? I could have just continued playing to see what would have happened. I just hate playing against that deck. Beat 1-0 against Izzet. I'm going to assume it's Curve is what our opponent was playing. Although they did scoop really fast to Bajuka Bog. So maybe it was Terror and they just wasn't finding their Terrors. But they would have had the mana to hard cast them. So I don't know. But it didn't feel horrible. And then we beat CawGates, which is crazy that we were able to win against CawGates. Let's talk about the deck real quick before I bounce. Gray Merchant is questionable. It's questionable because I don't know if it should just be a Dog Pursuit or not. I don't know. It could probably just be Dog Pursuit instead of Gray. Although I like having Gray as an extra body on the board. Candy Grapple, Candy Trail are both very, very nice. Very good cards. Reckoner Raid, just consistently good. Has been consistently good. Everything else I like. The question is whether or not Gray Merchant. Do we want more Dog Pursuits? Do we want maybe more Invocar's Justice? Like another one of them? You know, one more Invocar's Justice, which is in the format. I don't have it pulled up. Let's talk about IED Pauper from Torvista real quick, too. Just so we can look over this. This is Goblins, it looks like, with Volder and Epicure as a vampire. Mardu Scout. What's this one? Dash? That's interesting. Goblet Tinker, destroy target artifact that deals damage. Huh, that's interesting. So, it looks like it's a pretty just straight up Goblin deck. Torvis, you're still in here. Just question why you're not on 4 rebirths instead of just 2. I mean, instead of just 3. Just curious why that is. Goblin Arsonist. Oh, I love that card. I haven't seen that card in a while. Also curious to why no Bushwhacker. Everything else seems cool, though. I like it. You got the Acre Wellspring. Acre Wellspring, just if I can make a suggestion, I feel like should be Combustion, the Combustion card, Overacre Wellspring, or Chromatic Star, one of the two. Everything else looks good. This looks like a cool deck. Looks cool, Torvis. If you're still here, I'm sorry if you're not. I'm sorry if I got too late. I apologize. Looks good though. But yeah, so I think the deck is fine. Sideboard wise, it gets a little bit more questionable. I have Contaminated Ground in here for Tron. I feel like Tron's going to be a deck to play against. I'm the Suffocating Fumes Crypt Rat split I'm happy with. The extra debt to Kami I'm happy with. I'm pretty happy with this split in general. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna have to test it more. I think next time I play Magic, I'm gonna test just a mono black build first, see how that is. But I do like this Papercut version a lot. I like this version quite a bit. So we'll just have to wait and see. Testing with the deck so far. What's my overall record? 1, 2. I'm 4-4 with the deck currently. I'm 4-4 with it, so not bad. Considering several of these, almost all these matchups were filthy Pauper, not pure Pauper. So like I'm not like unhappy with how the deck's running for sure. You know what I mean? Lotus played Golgari Graves, which we had some game against. We lost to Burn, but didn't feel bad. We played Burn 3 times. We beat Burn and then lost to Burn, but they were close games. So yeah, I don't hate this deck. Like, this deck's not bad by any means. Definitely wouldn't mind playing against more pure decks. So maybe I'll have to see if someone's open to play some pure testing with me at some point this week or next week before the tournament. But I'm going to bounce for today. If you want to support the channel, you can consider becoming a member. $1 a month. You get the spew, right? Do I got to go through the spew again? You get the point. I'm going to bounce for today. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'm going to give me some lunch. Bye, everybody.